I say it again, Waffled On in the building. What are you saying, people? It's another show, another daily. As I said, I'm going to give you a daily every single day. I know the timing is mad right now, but I'm going to do my thing. Just watching BBK stream, wicked stream as always. But now we're here. You got some homework to do, guys. I gave you some homework last night, and I'm expecting you guys to deliver. So if you're watching this behind, then you're still going to have to comment. Yeah. But I want to focus on one guy today. Actually, I'm not going to focus on one. We're going to focus on 10 of the best. Could do Premier League, could do world strikers, but the theme is the best strikers, yeah? So, do you know what? I grew up in this. Let me just, I'm going to play this goal, yeah? So it's going to be quick, yeah? I grew up in this era. Strikers with this type of ability, and I'm going to show you right now. If everyone can see the screen, let's add that. This is the era I grew up on, people. Yeah, let's make this screen massive as well. Look at this goal. Look at this goal. Look at the volley. Look at this volley. Here we go. If he wants to play, look at the volley. Look at the volley. Bang. That is what I grew up on, people. Yeah, I grew up in that phase. Let me see if it's gonna show the replay. Show the replay. Number 9, man like Rush, Ian Rush. If you don't know about Ian Rush, now look at the volley. Bang. Keeper. Proper. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is the era I grew up on. Yeah. Man like Ian Rush. And what's happened to me now? Why have I disappeared? I can't see myself. Where have I gone? I'm back again. I don't know if you saw that goal, guys, but that goal was a fire thing. Ian Rush, back in the day, was a serious baller, yeah. That guy's stats, yeah. He scored over 300 and something goals, 330, I think. Is it 360? Let's bring up the actual proper stats for this player as well. And why has my screen gone all mad again? I don't know, but we need to sort that out. We need to sort this screen out because it's not playing. Yeah, let's put me hold. I know we're going to talk about strikers today, yeah. And you know what I'm saying, yeah, we'll do the nostalgia thing and all that. But my homework was to watch, as I said, Ian Rush yesterday in the show yesterday, and my guy was a baller. Let me just bring up Ian Rush's stats, yeah, just so, because there's a lot of guys that watch my streams, yeah, and that I talk to, yeah, like quite young, innit, and they never saw this type of player, yeah. But I'm just gonna do the Wikipedia thing just so you man can see his record, people. So let me just bring up his record on here. And I totally forgot that he went to Newcastle, you know, later on in his career. But look at the stats there, people. It's there to be seen. 109 goals in 182 appearances for Liverpool. He went away to Juve. I remember that. Scored 7 at Juve. What's going on with this screen? The screen looks a bit mad. Sorry, peeps. My screen's on a mad thing. Yeah, went away to Juve. Done, you know, scored 7 goals. Obviously, back them times there, a lot of English players, they weren't moving abroad. Let's be real, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But Rush, big player at the time. That was a massive move to Juventus. Didn't really work out. Came back to Liverpool on loan, scored 30 in 42 games, 30 goals in 42 games back then. And then after, you know, another 245 games, scored 90 goals. This guy had a total of 254 goals and 601 appearances. I think he had more goals than that, actually. I think he scored more than that. Obviously, if you add his Wales goals as well, he scored 28 in 73 appearances as well. So listen, this brother was statted up. He was statted up. proper started up. So yeah, that was my homework. Ian Rush, baller. And the thing is, this brother can score with left, right, head as well. He was quick. Do you know what I mean? When you watch the games, yeah, I'm seeing man like Robbie Fowler passing to him, and you know, Steven Gerrard. Was Steven Gerrard in the team? Yeah, Steven Gerrard was in the team as well. At some point as well. So yeah, man, proper legend, Ian Wright, man. And there you can see, big up to Godfrey in the building. He says, hope you're good, legend. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I know we was just on BBK stream now, but I wanted to run the stream because I got another stream at 5 o'clock with Cape. Cape is back from Spain or Lanzarote, and we're gonna have a show on Arsenal, talking everything Arsenal. But for now, we're just gonna do a quick little preview show of strikers in the world. And do you know what? Let's look at today's strikers compared to yesterday's strikers. When we compare them, are they the same? Is there something missing from today that, you know, are they better, today's strikers, the present strikers, than yesterday's strikers? Because we can conjure up loads of different names, I want to find, there was something that I used, so what is it called? There's a tool that shows you all the good strikers. I had it on here, but I'm just trying to find it. You know, we had such a massive conversation yesterday, talking about the best midfielders and strikers and stuff like that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'll give you one out the hat. I'll just give you one out the hat. Let's think of a really good striker. All right, let's think of someone like Anelka. You know, Anelka, you know, played for Arsenal at a young age. He went to so many bloody clubs, this guy, man. Such a good baller though, yeah. Left foot, right foot, head. He was a very good potential baller as well back in the day. Who would you compare him now with in today's game? Because if he was playing today, he would be worth a lot of money. He'd cost a lot of money. He would be an 80 to 100 million pound striker now, if he was going down, because this guy was a serious baller, bro. Serious. I'm not even talking from delusions. He was serious back in the day. I'm just waffling right now because I'm trying to find something, as you can see. What's it called, man? What was it called? I can't remember what it's called. But make sure you slap the likes and everything, people, or my automation will tell you to do that anyway. It's that buy, sell, keep thing, but I can't remember what the name of it. Do you ever have problems where you've got loads of bookmarks, yeah, but you can't remember what you saved? It's so annoying. It's really annoying. Let me have a look. If I could find this, it would be so much easier, and we can do our thing as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is it this one? Free media. Is it this one? No, not that one. Let's go back. That's why I tend to keep things in the browser, because I always forget the name of things, man. It's what old age does, man. You just seem to forget loads of stuff. My boy Stepsy, he was going to be looking at Tony Cascarino today, or maybe yesterday. Be nice to see how we got on yesterday. Who did any of you guys? Did any of you guys have a quick sneak preview at any strikers yesterday that, you know, yesteryear that you rate, or any strikers that you've never watched before and you thought, you know what, let me just do a little bit of research? Has any of you done any of that? But yeah, there's been some magnificent strikers. But the strikers today, obviously you've got the likes of Haaland, you've got the Isaks, you've got the Alvarez's. They're good. They're very good. But do they excite you like yesterday's strikers? You know, like the Ronaldos, the R9s, the top notch strikers, the Ibrahimovic, you know, the likes of just loads of names, man. Loads of strikers. Who can I think? The Shearers. Shearer wasn't a very exciting striker, but he was deadly, man. The brother was deadly. I can't find this thing, so it's just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to do without, unfortunately. I can't remember what the name of it is. Oh, it's really annoying. It's really annoying. Let me just take one last look. By the way, Arsenal bringing out some new merch tomorrow, and I don't know if anyone's heard. Do you know what? I'm down with this merch that's probably coming out tomorrow, yeah, because it's from a creative company or a big fashion house company, and I don't know if any of you into fashion and stuff, but I do a lot of blogging and stuff on my other pages. A cold wall, bad boy designer, a bit out there type of design. They're coming out tomorrow. They're doing a collab in Arsenal and a cold wall, so I'm looking forward to that because they do some mad stuff. They do some mad clothing as well. You know what I'm saying? One of my guys as well that I know as well. He's a rap. I think he's a music producer. He's done collabs with Cold War as well. And yeah, he's worn some nice stuff from them, man. Do you know what I mean? So looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to seeing what the collab is looking like tomorrow as well. So yeah, big up to them as well. Payne's in the building, man. What are you saying, Payne? Payne like Bane in the building, man. Big up to Wahaha in the building. Who was your striker that you looked at yesterday, Wahaha? Did you look at one or did you just think, oh, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not listening to Abs, the teacher. He just keeps moaning all the time. What did you do yesterday? Did you think of yesteryear? Think of any strikers that maybe deserves a shout? Let us know. Big up Payne, Waffle in the building. You know the thing. I will look at mine tonight and get back to you. Big up. Who are we going to talk about tomorrow? Because as I said, I'm going to give you content every day for the next 2 weeks consistently, if I can. If I'm alive, I'll give you some content. Tomorrow we can look at maybe wingers, and then Friday possibly goalkeepers. I don't know. We can do anything we want, to be honest. We can do anything. But today is strikers, so let's stick to strikers now. So do you know which striker has scored the most goals ever? Do you guys know the answer? Puskas, Muller, Romero, Shearer, good dead baller too. Yeah, Arsenal is merch. I know, bro. Arsenal by Prada. Arsenucci. Arsenal by Stone Island. I'm looking right now. It's the one that twisted your toe. Oh, man. Coglier. Cogliera. I can't say his name. But yeah, there's some ballers out there, man. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit, guys. Let's cheat a bit. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. There's a list here. We have a list. We have a list of players. Okay, here we go. Let's. Do you know what? I did a search and I don't know if the search was right, but it said someone by the name of Joseph Beacon, who has an estimated 1,813 goals, including friendly matches. However, for recorded official goals, Joseph Beacon, or whatever his name, is still credited with 805 or 905 goals, and the total number of goals for historical players. Who did he play for, though? Who is he? Joseph Beacon. Who is this guy? Let's have a look. Joseph Beacon. So he's an Austrian footballer. Died in 2001. Let's share my screen as well, because it looks a bit poor me just doing Quagliarella. Oh man, look at that. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have to give me some language lessons or something, man, or some linguistics, or I don't know what they say. Yeah, this baller here, apparently he scored a lot of goals. Let's have a look at his record, yeah, because he scored a lot in friendlies. So Joseph Beacon, he's an Australian Czech professional. See, over here you get the history as well, guys. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn. I bet you half of you never heard of this guy before. We're talking black and white days, people. And before you ask me, no, it wasn't black and white back in the day. It's just that, you know what, it wasn't 3D, 2D, whatever D back in the day. Yeah, they just didn't have the color. Well, they did, but they kept it and they held it back, in my opinion. So anyway, this guy was born in 1913, 12th of December, 25th of September, sorry, 1913. He lived to 2001, so he had a long life. Let's just see the teams he's played for, yeah? Oh my gosh. What am I looking at right now? Tell me the goals I am looking at right now. Tell me where he scored so many goals. So he started off at a team called Farbenhoots, 2 goals, 2 appearances, excellent. Then he went to Rapid Amateur, no goals. Okay, Rapid Vienna, we've heard of Rapid Vienna. He scored 54 goals in 49 appearances. Excellent. Then he went to Admira Vienna, 18 in 26. Then he went to Slavia Prague. We all know Slavia Prague, 416 in 219 games. Rarely do you see a striker scoring that many goals, yeah, at one club. 460, especially in that amount of games. That's crazy. He's gone to Victor Kofish. I don't know, I can't say that properly. Victor Kofishi, 74 and 58. His record, man, 53, 26, 22. Oh, what a record, man. 641 goals in 417 games. Even for his national team, 14 in 19, 12 in 14. This guy was a legend. So big up to Joseph Beacon, yeah? You will not be forgotten by me, yeah? So you've learned a little bit of history today, people. But anyway, let's get on to the other list. Let's get on to the modern list of the players that you guys know, yeah? Let's get onto this list. Right, let's share this. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So we know who's at the top of the tree. Ronaldo. How many games has he played? Forget all the games. His total, 946 goals. What a career, people. 946 goals. Messi, followed by Messi, 884. Do you guys think that Ronaldo will actually score 1,000 goals and then retire? Because that record is, I don't think it will ever get beaten. It's a crazy record, by the way. Crazy record. Lionel Messi, 884. Pele, 762. Romario, 756. Wow, Romario scored that many goals. Romario. What a serious ball. He don't get spoken about enough. Romario doesn't get the respect, in my opinion, enough. What an absolute player. Yeah. That amount of goals. 756. You've got Puskas, 725. Bicon, 722. Lewandowski, 679. Wow. A lot of goals. Jimmy Jones. Who's he? Jimmy Jones. What team is that? Northern Ireland. Never heard of him. Get the Mullers, the Bambic. Suarez, 599. He needs that one more goal, innit? Is he going to get that one more goal in the World Cup? You've got the Eusebios, Glenn Ferguson. Where's the English players? Where's all the English players? Not one English player in there, man. Even Benzema's in there. Not one English player in there, bro. It's crazy. Ibrahimovic, 561. Crazy. Crazy amount of goals, people. Absolute madness when you look at it. But there you go, people, man. That's just, you know, a little history, a little guidance for all those players and all those strikers that have scored loads of goals. My goat, and always be my goat, is R9. You know, the real Ronaldo, not the fake one. That's always going to be my goat. Obviously, people like players like Ronaldo and, you know, Messi. But players like Harry Kane, this guy, yeah, his record at Bayern needs to be studied. His record at Bayern needs to be studied. Now, set aside the rivals rubbish for a moment. If you look at Harry Kane's goals, yeah, and you can talk about the league he's in and everything, but he's done it in the Premier League already. So we can't use that brush. We can't use that brush. But when you look at his goals, yeah, how many goals he scored, he must be up there, maybe in the top 5 of world class centre forwards or strikers. He must be. Well, Haha said, if you want Quagliarella, I've got to look. I've got to look at this every time now. Quagliarella first vid on YouTube is a good video. Top 45 screamers galore. I'm gonna watch that. Have you seen the? I've got a Brazilian friend, yeah, and he's not really into football or anything like that. Big up to I've forgotten his name now. It's Ricardo, that's it. Big up to Ricardo, yeah. He's not really into football. He's like a developer, but he sent me a video. Obviously, he likes the World Cup and all that, and he knows the footballers. But actually, he watches football every now and again. He's not a big football watcher, though. If you get my meaning. But he sent me a video once, yeah, of like just free kicks, like Brazilian players that you've never heard of, yeah, like free kicks, and oh my god, the free kicks are just crazy, like 40 yards out, and the guy's just banging it in top bins. Those guys know how to take free kicks, man. I know I'm going away from the striker thing, but crazy, absolute madness, people. I'm telling you. But Kane's record needs to be studied. Let's have a look at how many goals Kane scored, because we are on strikers today. And Kane's scoring record. Let me see. Some of the way they present transfer market's rubbish for all of this. You like to see the way they present it. Harry Kane. This is 4 days ago. Kane scores 100. Oh no, that's 11th goal in 6 Bundesliga. That's no good. I want a record of Harry Kane. How many goals has Harry Kane scored in his career? Let's have a look. Harry Kane career goals. What? Harry Kane has 286 goals in the Premier League and Bundesliga in his career. Is that right? Is that right? He scored 286 goals in his Premier League and Bundesliga career. That's crazy. That's an amazing record. He's definitely hitting 300s. He's definitely hitting 300 in his career. What a player, man! What a player! I want to have a look at this. I'm gonna call him Qua. Let's have a look at Qua. He's got to be in Italian, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your boy. Yeah. Best goals. I wish I could play it, but I can't. Oh, the best 45 goals, yeah? Let me just put this. Okay, that's off. Just going to watch some of his goals. Let's have a look. Ooh, that first goal. The chest and the angle. No way did he score from there. The second goal. Oh my! The way he turned and shot. Keeper was like. They don't make them like these players anymore, man. You don't get players like this anymore. What a shot! Is this the same guy, or is it they showing different players? He's serious. Oh my god, that volley! What made you think of this guy, Wahaha? Oh, he's a baller, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to do the right, because it's 8 minutes. I'm gonna have to bring up his stats on here, man, because this guy looks serious. This guy looks absolutely. Obviously, he's probably retired now. Right, let me just do what I've got to do. 1 second, people. Just logging out. Here we go. Okay. Shut down. Where is it? Just going to shut down my machine, people. Shut down. We're free from the concrete slavery. Okay, so Quog, here is Italian former football. I probably would have watched this guy, but I can't remember him, to be honest. He was playing up until 22, 23. Let's have a look at his stats. I know stats don't do much, people, but let's have a look. Improvisation skills. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm too old for all of that now. I'm too old for that. I can't be bothered with all that now. I'm learning 2 different languages at the moment as well, so I'm sure I'm sure it will come. Okay, so this is the guy. Not a bad record. Oh, so Udinese scored quite a few goals. 25 in 73. 13 in 35. Decent return. Chieti. Never heard of that team before. Ascoli. 23 for Juve. 11 for Napoli. Good player. Torino. That was his. Played for Italy. Scored 8 for Italy as well. So he never actually left Italy, in it. He just stayed at Italy. But what a player, man. His face looks familiar, actually. His face does look familiar, but that's a nice one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Waha. That's a good one. I haven't even mentioned half of the ballers yet, but let's go to the GOAT, innit? Let's go to my GOAT. Yeah. Let's check this guy out. Yeah. Obviously, a career that was hindered with injuries, but let's look at his stats. Look at that. Crazy. Look at his stats there, people. That's mad. Can you imagine? He's the same age as me, actually. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if, you know, his career hadn't got cut short? Can you imagine what this guy would have been doing? It's scary to think that players like this existed. Firstly, what a player, mate! What an absolute beast! You know, Ronaldo. But let's look at the fake Ronaldo, yeah, because I know there's a lot of Ronaldo fanboys around. But let's look at Ronaldo and let's look at Messi compared, yeah. So Ronaldo, obviously their stats are going to be crazy, but let's look at Ronaldo's stats. Unbelievable. Crazy stats. Even his stint back at Man United, you can say is decent. What age was he playing at Man United? 39, something like that. 38. Still got 19 goals in 40 games. It's the amount of games he's played though. Is crazy though. No, I'll play 200 games for, you know, United, and then I'll play another 300 for Real Madrid. Then I'll play another 100 for Juve. Nah, but you know what? I'll still play another 40 at United. Then I'll go on to Al Nassr and play 81 games. And he's got 78 goals in 81 games. This crazy stats, people. This guy here, goated, one of the best, you know, goal scorers the world has ever seen. Here, you'll never see anything like the likes of this guy's goal scoring. And come on, his career, he scored some beauties in his career. He scored some amazing goals in his career, you know. Big up to Ronaldo, man. But let's have a quick look at Messi, yeah. Let's see what Messi's saying. Was Messi a striker? He wasn't really a striker, was he? What position did Messi play, in your opinion? Because I get confused with his position. And I hope the goals that they say on here, but even in his latter years, even in his latter years, look at Messi, 45 and 51. I know it's in the States. I know you're gonna say, but still. How many of us, yeah, I don't know how old some of you guys were in the chat, but how many of us would still be, you know, balling out like that and scoring that many goals? When I got to a certain age, I couldn't keep up with the pace of being up front and running down defenders and all that. You know, I had to go and play centre back. But this guy, you know, he's been smart his whole career, man. But look at that, 474 goals in 520 games. It's crazy, crazy. It's a lot of goals. 22 for Paris, 45 for Inter Milan. Crazy, crazy. What a player, though. People rate this guy as maybe the best player ever to exist. I hear it. I hear it. Messi was a right winger, false nine. I'm hearing this guy, yeah, as being one of the best, or if not the best. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. There's not a lot of arguments you can really say against it. Let's have a look at Romario quickly. Let's have a quick look at Romario's stats as well, people. So we've done about 3 players already, or 3 of the best players, for the best goal scorers, I would say. This guy was a baller as well. I'm sure you know who this guy is. Wahaha, Romario, absolute baller. Let's have a look at his stats. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that. 80 goals for Vasco da Gama. 98 for PSV. 34, 60. There's not one place he hasn't done well. Obviously, 3 games, you can't really count that one game. Look at that record. Look at that. Look at that record, guys. Am I sharing my screen? Have I not been sharing my screen all this time? What a numpty. Sorry, guys. I thought I was sharing my screen. Look at that. Look at that. Look at his stats on the right-hand side. Goals galore. If I was to take time out to watch every one of the goals for Messi, Ronaldo, Romario, R9, I'm sure that's going to take me about maybe an hour and a half to watch, just to like watch the goal, see the replay. If I was watching every single one of their goals, absolute class. You know, Romario, take a bow, my son. Getting a bit old now, getting the greys now, looking a bit older. But shout to you, my guy. Shout to you. I don't know how many players we've done so far. I know we spoke on Harry Kane. Did I go to Harry Kane's wiki though? Let's go to Harry Kane's wiki because I don't think I've done that. Let's check out Harry Kane's. I want to check out Suarez as well. Let's go Harry Kane. Wikipedia. There you go. Big smile. There you go. Look. It doesn't look as impressive as the others because obviously he's not played for many teams, but still 230 goals for Spurs, 73 for Bayern in 69 games. Well impressive. Very impressive record, man. Mr. Kane, take a bow, son. Let me look at my goat. Another one of my goat. Henry, how did he do? Let's see what he done. I'm going to Suarez after that as well. Impressive. Not very good at Monaco, but I think he was more of a winger there and Juve. 174 goals in 254. 35 at Barca. 51 at New York. Decent record. Take a bow, my son. Let's look at Luis Suarez. I want to look at Raul's as well. Raul's record as well. 38 years old now. Let's have a look at his record. Born in 1997, Luis Suarez. What? That's not Luis Suarez, is it? That's definitely not Luis Suarez, mate. Have I got the wrong Suarez? Have I got the wrong Suarez? I'm going crazy. Let's go back. Oh, what's his name? Not Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. I'm going crazy, man. Here he is. That was the fake Luis Suarez. Right, let's have a look. Look at his record, man. His record is crazy as well. 147 goals for 191. At one point, this guy was probably like the third best player in the world behind Messi and Ronaldo, I think. Or was it Messi and Neymar at the time? Because at Barcelona, that MSN was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Doing bits. And the goals he was scoring. Remember that famous back heel that he scored at Barcelona? Levels. But yeah, his goal scoring record is mad. Take a quick bow, my son. But don't spit on me, bro. Don't spit on me. I'm just trying to think of anyone else that I've missed today. Trying to think. Any other players that I've missed out on? I'm not too sure. There's loads of players I'm probably missing out on, but I can't think of who was prolific unless we go back into the archives. There's a few more that were crazy goal scorers. Andy Cole scored a lot of goals, man. He scored a lot of goals, and Shearer as well. Let's have a look at Shearer quickly. Let's have a quick look at Alan Shearer. Let's have a look at his record. Alan Shearer, I'm not sharing, am I? Let me share my screen. Party blue, let's have a look. Here we've got Alan Shearer here, 55 years old. Decent record. 112 goals for Blackburn, 148 for Newcastle, 30 goals for England as well. Decent career. Take a bow, my bro. Just thinking of who else now. Man, I think that's enough for today. 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes, man. I've tried to talk a lot. Maybe not one of my better streams, but there's so many strikers who I've probably missed out and not mentioned. But yeah, just maybe leave a comment in it. Maybe leave a comment on the strikers, because there's probably loads. Yeah, big up to you, man. I'm gonna end the stream now anyway. But big up to you, Wahaha, man. And yeah, man, I'll be back at 4 p.m. with my boy Cape soon. So yeah, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Big up to everyone, and tomorrow we do this again. Peace.